Then when I was living in Japan, my admiral called me in his office. He used to scream down the hallway, Marty! Everybody was like, holy crap, dude. He's yelling for you again. Get down there. And I would go down there and I would kind of like slink by the chief of staff's office. And he was a captain. He was in there looking at me like, because it was like, I'm sorry, Captain. The admiral's yelling for me. He's like, yeah, get in there, you little bastard. And I was just a chief.
Uh,
I was a chief petty officer. So I went in there, hey, Admiral, what's going on? Sit down. I was like, I'll just stand here at attention. He's like, no, you won't. Sit down. I was like, all right, I'll just stand here at ease then. He's like, sit down. I was like, okay, Admiral, I'll sit down. What is it, Admiral? I want you to get on a plane today. Why are we still talking? I was like, I'm not even sure where I'm flying, Admiral, but do you want me to get in the car? I'll call you from the back seat of the car. Yeah, why don't you do that? Literally on the way to Narita Airport in Tokyo. I want you to fly into Jordan and meet with the king. I was like, to do what, sir? We're going to sign a free trade agreement with them. It'll be the 5th country in the world that America signs an FTA with. I want you to set this whole thing up and learn how to speak Arabic and get everything going, okay? Clinton's going to sign an FTA with these people, and they'll be the first Muslim country in the world's history that the United States has a free trade agreement with. Can you do that, Marty? I was like, absolutely, sir. And I'll do some of the food too. Yeah, figure out what they eat, that hummus stuff with the pita. Do all that. Figure that all out. Make it right. Make sure it's right. Don't get anything wrong. They only eat with the right hand, and get all that stuff right. Okay. I was like, yes, sir. No problem. When you move to Japan, Fong, people were pissed off that Obama bowed in front of the emperor. I don't know if you remember this all in the news when he bowed in front of the emperor. Oh my God, in the United States, there were so many people angry that he did that. I'm like, why are they angry? It's part of a custom bowing in Asia. It's very, easy to do. It's complimentary. It's honoring other people. It doesn't matter if they're younger than you, older than you, and how you bow and how deep you bow. And you have to figure all that out, don't you? Okay,
yeah.
it's very important. And I was always very good at this. For some reason, they were always calling, get that guy, the Italian guy, Mongolongolo, or whatever the hell his name is. Get him over here to Korea. We had to fire the last American. He thought he was John Wayne, wearing 6-shooters over here. And we want this very successful guy who's very respectful. I was like, okay, I'll come over to Seoul. I'll set up the whole $86 million contract, all the trucking, all over the country. We have like 46 bases forts there, America in South Korea. I'm like, what is the problem? Oh, the last guy that was here was an asshole. I was, well, yeah, I think he got sent back to the United States early. What didn't he do right? Oh, he didn't know how to eat. He's real loud. He's crass. He took somebody's business card. They gave him the business card. You know what he did with it? I'm like, don't tell me he put it in his pocket. That's exactly, he put it. I'm like, a business card is a person's soul in Asia. You're supposed to preferably hold it like this.
Wow.
And honor it. And usually I would look at it for at least 10 to 15 minutes. If you take somebody's soul and put it into your pocket, the deal is done, bro.
Wow.
You will never get anything if you do that. And so it's like little things like that.
Yeah. So if you were to relate success to chalk art, how success like chalk art?
If I can't bring my daughter in, she's a chalk art expert. I'm going to probably not do so well. I tend to, when I'm out there, doing the chalk art, I tend to scrape up and burn up my fingers. And our daughter, Raina, she'll go out there and do these huge, like 10 foot by 10 foot chalk art. And she'll stand there like about 10 feet away from it. And then she'll approach it. And with her 3-dimensional artist's mind, she's able to proportionately draw immediately correct proportion one time. on
Wow.
a 10 foot by 10 foot looking down at the ground, bro. And other people are coming by like, oh, wow. How old is this kid? Like, this kid is like 12 years old. How does she draw that like that correctly like that? I'm like, I don't freaking know, bro. The one time she did it in one take.